So this 16 Expedition that I'm showing you the video on, the customer's complaint is a like a popping, like metal on metal sound when shifting from drive to reverse, reverse to drive. We identified where the problem is, and it's going to be a rough way. We don't know exactly how to approach it right now, because unless you get the bolt out, the popping could be because the hole itself that's through the actual frame support area is oblong, the hole, so it's popping back and forth inside the hole. Maybe welding the nut onto the actual metal itself and then feeding the bolt through so then it can shift back and forth inside the bushing. Maybe this is a body shop type thing. Maybe a couple washers around it to actually squeeze everything together to stop it. But if the actual hole in the metal support itself is opened too far, what are you going to do? You got to go through and replace the whole entire support assembly. So I think that's where you're at right now, right? Is to try to pull it apart and identify how you're going to go about fixing it, because this may not be as simple as just replacing the arm, because if that fucking hole is oblong,
you gotta fix the hole.
You got to fix the hole, and it could be as simple as a couple washers and then putting the bolt back through, and then
cut the bracket off and see if we get a new bracket too.
Or see if it has to go to a body shop and a new bracket put on or something like that. Or
we'll take care of it.
Yeah.
That's what we're here for.
Cool. So this is going to be interesting on how we approach this, because probably end up replacing the arm, the bolts, and everything as well. But what do you do from here? You know, is it a body shop thing? Is it a replace the whole entire supporting mechanism underneath that the bolt goes through, that this arm bolts through? Here's the video. All right, 16 Expedition. The customer's complaint is when I put it in reverse and drive, it makes a popping sound, and I need to get up under here and try to figure out exactly where the sound's coming from. I've already identified it, but I want to do a little bit more. So you heard that sound? Roll the window down. Roll the back one down too, please. All right, go ahead. Again. 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 Oh, there it is right there. Again. Again. Yep, that's it right there. Either that bolt, that bushing is wore out in that arm. Again. Again. Yep. That's that arm right there that goes to the rear end that's popping. You can see that metal assembly right there is like pressed into the frame. It's a cross support that goes all the way across. So you'd have to pull that metal bracket off and weld a new bracket on, or you'd have to fill in that hole with like a bunch of weld and then re-drill the hole, or actually weld like a new little support piece and stuff in there. So that might be something for a body shop, or maybe just as simple as a couple washers and tightening it back down even tighter to stop it from shifting. It's going to be interesting to see exactly how it plays out, but that is a popping sound on some of these Expeditions that people complain about that I've yet to see most people identify. And I figured I'd give it a shot because I was asked to help. I normally find sounds right away and found this one almost immediately. So, and this is a sound I do hear from time to time that nobody ever mentions or says very much about, but popping sound in drive and reverse coming from rear of these Expeditions with this cross support. Y'all be blessed.